What if you could write a function in plain English and get back an actual neural network that runs on your laptop? No API keys, no cloud, no prompt engineering at runtime, just a 22 megabyte file that is the program. This is program as weights R1 of the craziest papers of 2026. And today we're not just reading it, we're installing it, compiling our own neural programs, and breaking it live on my machine. Let's go. Start with the problem. Some functions just refuse to be written with rules. Alert on important log lines, repair malformed JSON, sort emails by urgency. You try regex, it breaks. You try if, else, it breaks. So what does everyone do? We ship these tiny fuzzy tasks to giant LLM APIs. Every call costs money. Every call sends your data to someone else's computer. And the same input can give you a different answer tomorrow. It's like renting a rocket to deliver a pizza. Here's the flip. The paper says, stop using the big model as the worker. Use it as the compiler. You write one English sentence, a 4 billion parameter compiler model reads it once and emits a tiny artifact, a LoRa adapter, a program written in weights. That program runs on a frozen interpreter R, a 0.6 billion parameter Quen model that lives on your device. Compile once, run forever, offline, private, and deterministic. And the benchmark numbers are honestly disrespectful on FuzzyBench. This 0.6B interpreter running compiled program scores 73.8% exact match. Quen 32B R model, 50 times bigger R, gets 68.7 with direct prompting. The tiny one wins using 1/50th of the memory at 31 tokens per second on a MacBook. So how does it work? 2 stages. First, a pseudo compiler rewrites your messy spec into a clean task description plus input-output examples. That part stays as readable text. Then the trained compiler converts everything into LoRa matrices mixed from 64 shared learned bases and injects them into the frozen interpreter. Readable text plus continuous weights are that hybrid is the program. To train it, the authors built FuzzyBench 10 million examples across more than 800 task categories generated with GPT 5.2, and they released the entire dataset. Okay, enough theory, let's break this thing. 1 pip install on my Windows laptop. It pulls the SDK with a Llama CPP backend. First run downloads the interpreter R 594 megabytes one time only. First contact a pre-compiled program called email triage. Server down, immediate lunch on Friday. Wait, overdue invoice, immediate. Every answer lands in roughly 300 to 500 milliseconds. On my CPU 0 API calls, now the money shot, I'm compiling my own function from one English sentence, convert any sentence into exactly 3 fitting emojis. The server thinks for about 2 seconds and hands back a program ID. That's a brand new neural network that did not exist 2 seconds ago. Let's run it local. Rocket launch success, rocket, party popper, fire, code crashing all night, crying face, exploding head, crying face again, pizza party at the beach, pizza, beach, palm tree. I made this with 1 sentence, bro. Next up, a JSON fixer, again compiled from a single sentence, missing quotes, trailing commas, single quotes, garbage goes in, and perfectly clean JSON comes out. About half a second per fix. And the paper's headline use case, log alerting, payment gateway failure alert, out of memory alert, routine info and debug noise. Okay. This is exactly the stuff teams burn API credits on today. Speed check, 20 back-to-back calls, 348 milliseconds average, minimum 239. One loaded program sits at about 840 megabytes of RAM, and swapping to another cache program takes under 1 second. Adapters like game cartridges. My favorite part are you can open the program. Inside the PAW bundle, there's a readable pseudo program, a 22 megabyte LoRa adapter, and a prefix KV cache. The function you defined in English is literally a file now. Now, real talk. You know this channel, I'm going to show you exactly where it cracks. Multi-step reasoning is officially unsupported and I confirmed it. Simple 2-step Apple math, it passed, honestly surprising. But a train traveling 2 legs, 60 times 2 plus 40 times 3, it answered 280. Correct answer 240. Chains of logic are not what this is for. The compiled programs are also very literal. My email triage flagged a free cruise spam mail as immediate. And when I opened its pseudo program, it literally says match keywords, ignore tone. You get exactly what the spec says, nothing more. On Windows, I hit 2 real bugs in half an hour. The info command crashes with an attribute error, and any emoji program crashes with a CP1252 encoding error until you set Tyson UTF 8 to 1. The docs say GPU acceleration is on by default. Reality: the stock pip wheel on Windows is CPU only. My RTX 4060 sat there doing absolutely nothing. To be fair, at 300 milliseconds a call, you barely miss it. And the big one, compilation happens on their servers. The 4B compiler is not released. It's free and anonymous today, but your runtime is yours forever. Your compiler is not. Remember that trait. So, the Scorecard Pros runs fully offline after compile. 22 megabyte programs, 300 millisecond calls on a plain CPU, beats a 32B model on fuzzy tasks, readable pseudo-programs. And the dataset is public. Cons: single-step tasks only, painfully literal specs. Windows rough edges, a close compiler in the cloud, and pricing is a question mark. My verdict: this is a genuinely new programming primitive. Not a chatbot, not an agent. A compiler that turns English into software you can ship fuzzy functions as files. If you're building agents, data pipelines, or edge apps that hammer an LLM API a million times for tiny decisions, this pattern could delete 90% of that bill. Watch this space. The paper, the site, and the repo are all linked below. If this fried your brain in a good way, drop a like, subscribe for more deep dives like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.